To week 10, this is an explanation for my expectations of the activities that you will complete this week, which is week 10. You're already completing the first activity, which is to view the video. The second activity is always our social emotional learning activity. This week, you're going to take a look at a resource that has 75 social emotional learning activities. You're going to also use your framework, and you're going to actually create pages in this book from Book Creator. It's a class book that we're going to promote the social emotional cultural anchor competencies. You need to use this code here to be able to edit the book to add your pages. So I want you to do is to investigate the above social emotional learning website. I want you to use the framework and of course the book creator link, and you're going to link 5 of the activities from the website. You can link those. You're going to identify the social emotional culture anchor competency, which will not be spelled out in those, I'm pretty sure. You'll have to figure out which one you think fits best with that activity, and you know that now because you've had some experience working with the social emotional culture anchor competencies. There may be more than one, and you can comment on that as well. You're going to identify the teacher moves, again the teacher behaviors with the activity. Those behavior moves you can find in the framework. You're going to briefly explain how you would use the activity as a social emotional learning skill, and you're going to post that work in this book that I have mentioned already. And that's our activity for social emotional learning this week. The major topic this week is evaluating folklore. So you're going to find a folktale book, maybe one you've read in your selected reading library or you read a long time ago, and you're going to complete the following and post it in this Dropbox. You're going to provide a title, the author of the book, and a short summary. You're going to identify the type of folklore that the book is based on from the info provided in the PowerPoint slides in Chapter 6 of the 9th edition. If you're using an old edition, I think it's Chapter 5. You're going to evaluate the book using the handout entitled Evaluating Folklore, and you're going to discuss whether you think this piece of folklore is authentic to the culture. Provide a rationale for your reasoning. Here is the PowerPoint. Here is the document for evaluating folklore. We're going to take a look at an article from the Horn Book magazine. That happens to be my Bible for children's literature. The author Joanne Rouge Long explores what makes a good 3 little pigs in her article Some Pigs. Find her article found below. Read the article found below and decide if you agree or disagree with her decisions and the reasons why. You're going to post your response in this Dropbox. One last activity for our topic of folklore. You're going to share a folklore or a folktale by telling, not reading, the story in a video of yourself sharing that story with us. You can use the book as a guide, and you'll see that I do in the example that I have set here for you, but I don't want you to read the story to us. You can have it down below the camera, and you can be referring to it if you need to, but I don't want you to hold it up, and I don't want you to read verbatim. Again, you're telling a story. You're not reading a story. Please use the storytelling tips found below. I have created a video of me sharing a story. Post your work in this Dropbox and post a comment using one idea from the tips as a point of evaluation for me and one other colleague. And you can see me here. I'm very animated in this, but it is a folklore that I found along the way. It's really a fractured fairy tale. And those you don't know about should know about, and you can use one of those as well yourself. Last but not least is our major assignment that's due this week. That's the author study. You're going to go to the author studies Dropbox. I'm going to take you there in this video right now. Under the major assignments in the main menu on the home page, you're going to post your brief author study presentation, and then you're going to view and comment on 5 of your colleagues' postings. You may need to return to the author studies folder to view others after they've been posted if you are one of the first ones to post. So let me go out of this week's lesson, and I'm going to take you down to, excuse me, I will close this. You can see this is mine as I have additional weeks here. And we're going to go to major assignments. Click on that. And you're going to find author study, which says visible to students. Now I have additional folders in here that you will not see when you click on yours anymore, but you will see this box here, which is the presentation reflection Dropbox. You're going to click on that, and this is where you're going to post your author study. you are to create a short presentation. And I'm saying it's less than 5 minutes, less than 3 minutes if you need that, on one of the authors presenting at our Family Learning Conference. You will then post your presentation in this Dropbox and view 5 of your colleagues' presentations and leave a comment. I have attached that list here of authors and the puppeteer. You can use the puppeteer if you'd like, but you're going to find some information. Now they're local, so they're not going to have a lot. You may want to find an email to contact them and ask them a few questions. That wouldn't be elaborate. You could do that. You could write a reflection about that. You can add some pictures to that. Make sure it's visually appealing as well as informational. You might find websites. Some have websites. And you create a presentation in whatever fashion you would like, but this will be for using the local authors who will be presenting at our Family Learning Conference on April 24th. But you post your work here, and again, don't forget to view 5 of your colleagues' presentations and leave a comment. As always, if you have questions about any of the work this week or about any of the assignments, please email me and ask me about it. Otherwise, I'll see you online this week. Have a great week.